It's week 4 of the NFL. And here comes Denzel Ward. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Steelers and the Browns, just ahead on EA Sports.
We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, back to Sanders. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. We look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Tua now on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. This is 3rd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural Deshaun Watson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. You look at this Steeler defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
27-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. But firing in that time, it was Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. On the throw, letting too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Touchdown, Steelers. Tua Tagovailoa. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with the touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Watson now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Sanders' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Tua now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua rolling to his right. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Van Jefferson, a touchdown reception. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
On gain of 2, brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. That's swung out wide to Sanders. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And they run the option on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Left side here to Sanders. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Tua. He'll buy some time right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up with the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Tua to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up the 1st down. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Here's 2nd down. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Watson to throw. He's got the 1st down and more. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 37.
A give running right is Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. One final try for Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Browns, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.